Good morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 355. Please subscribe. So we're obviously coming very close to completing this year that we have given to God, as our relevant thought mentions. And that is where we are starting this morning with our relevant thought. And if I didn't say please subscribe, please do, if you haven't already. So we're going to start with the fifth paragraph in our relevant thought of what am I? Remember, this is the last relevant thought that we have. We're completing part 2 of the workbook. We will be going into the final lessons in just a matter of days and completing this amazing book. This is the 4th year I've been doing these videos, and yes, for those who have asked, I will do year 5. Have to do a whole hand. So we are, paragraph 5, we are the holy messengers of God who speak for him and carry his word, his promise to everyone whom he has sent to us. Everyone who is sent to us. We do not meet anyone by accident or coincidence. There is no such thing. Everyone that comes in contact with us, we were meant to meet. The Course says your passage through time and space is not at random. You cannot but be in the right place at the right time. So everyone that we meet, even if it is for a very brief moment, maybe it's an elevator ride from the 1st to the 5th floor, we were meant to meet that person in that elevator car. And we have the opportunity to make every meeting, every encounter a holy one. So think about that the next time you're on an elevator. And carrying his word to everyone whom he has sent to us, we learn that it is written on our hearts, God's word, God's promise, written on our hearts. And thus our minds are changed about the aim for which we came and which we seek to serve. Think about that we have a message, we have a purpose and a function, as we've been told, salvation of the world, forgiveness is my function. Everyone I meet, there's a reason for that. And if I think of that, then it changes every encounter that I have. It changes how I think of why I am here. What am I? Why am I here? I'm here to be a messenger, a minister of God. And we seek to serve. We bring glad tidings to the Son of God who thought he suffered. Glad tidings. If you started the course on the 1st of January, and that's not required, but if you did, you realize that right now we are towards waning in December, which also brings forth the holidays, the holy days in Christian religions. So glad tidings, very significant. I bring you glad tidings. I bring you words of joy, and that's what glad tidings are. I bring them to the Son of God who thought he suffered. But now he is redeemed. And as he sees the gate of heaven stand open before him, just as that door that is held open by our elder brother, by the Christ, and it stays open as long as he is there. He doesn't sleep, and he is there forever. That door is always open. The gate of heaven is always open. He will enter in and go through the gates of heaven and disappear into the heart of God. That is where we are home, when we are ensconced within that great joy and peace that is our Father, that we know who we are, that we are simply that extension of that joy and that peace. We are home, and we know what we are. We know why we are here. Today's lesson, 355, please subscribe. There is no end to all the peace and joy and all the miracles that I will give when I accept God's word. And then these last 3 words for the final sentence. Why not today? Why not today? Why not accept that today? Why not accept all of the peace and the joy that I can give when I accept God's word, God's promise? I accept it for my own. And as I accept it, it's like all the gifts, all I want to do is then to give. There are 2 places in part 1 of the workbook that say, why wait for heaven? So we can ask ourselves that question today. Why wait for heaven? Why wait for heaven? Let me accept God's word. Why wait for heaven? In lesson 131, which is no one can fail who seeks to reach the truth, in paragraph 6, it says, why wait for heaven? It is here today. Time is the great illusion. It is past or in the future, yet this cannot be if it is where God wills his Son to be. God wills his Son to be within the heart of him in heaven. The hush of heaven holds my heart today. A beautiful lesson. And then in lesson 188, that the peace of God is shining in me now, or I've substituted here and there that the light of God is shining in me now. Both are true. And it begins, why wait for heaven? Those who seek the light are merely covering their eyes. The light is in them now. Enlightenment is but a recognition, not a change at all. So we can claim and understand and experience our own enlightenment when we wait no longer to go through the gates of heaven. And we go with our brothers, of course. So the lesson is, and it's in prayer because all of the lessons now are prayer. Why? Why should I wait, my Father, for the joy you promised me? I'm thinking about, why should I wait? For you will keep your word you gave your Son in exile. I thought I was in exile. I thought I was apart from my Father, rather than being a part of my Father. Yes, a Janetism, if you have the book, Wisdom with a Twist. So I am a part of my Father, and I am not ever apart from him. The word you gave your Son, who thought he was in exile, I am sure my treasure waits for me, and I need but reach out my hand to find it. Even now, my fingers touch it. What is this treasure? This treasure is my brother's hand. This treasure is the hand I hold to come home with you. This is the treasure, because there is no way I can understand the brilliance, the magnificence, and the value of my brother for me. As I hold his hand, I understand he is indeed a treasure for me and to me. My fingers touch it. It's very close. I need not wait an instant more to be at peace forever. All the peace and joy I will experience when I understand, I accept my Father's promise, his word, and I too come through the gates of heaven. It is you I choose and my identity, my big I identity, my true self, along with you. Your Son would be himself and know you as his Father and Creator and his love. His love. We are beloved of God, and he is our beloved as well. We are with him all the time. We are never apart. We are never lonely. We are never forsaken. Our Father is with us. Let us accept his word, his promise today, and come home. It's time. Why not today? Why wait for heaven? It's here. It's now. And that's it for today. I hope it helped. So please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please smile, please breathe, big, deep breath in, and release everything else. And reach out and touch your brother's hand. And please be here tomorrow. Namaste.